Long ago, there lived a householder named Gautama, born in the lineage of great sages. People respected him as a great scholar and believed he possessed divine spiritual power. It was said that there was no mantra he did not know. His house was always lively with family, his wife, sons, daughters-in-law, daughters, and sons-in-law. Gautama regularly performed sacred yajnas, ritual sacrifices, and was known for his discipline and perfection in all his duties. His daughter-in-law respected and feared him greatly. However, she always had a doubt about one strange practice. On the night before every yajna, Gautama would go to the sacrificial cow kept for the ritual. After that, the cow would lie unconscious the entire night. But the next morning, when Gautama called it, the cow would immediately stand up and come running. The same cow would then be worshipped in the yajna and later donated. The daughter-in-law suspected that this must be due to some mystical power. After observing this several times, she developed a curiosity. She wanted to taste the meat herself. However, she was afraid to ask. One day, a yajna was scheduled for the next morning. Gautama kept the sacrificial cow in a room. When he stepped outside, the daughter-in-law secretly entered the room with a small knife. She thought, since father-in-law brings the cow back to life the next day, there should be no harm. She cut 2 small pieces from the cow's body. Just as she was about to taste them, her mother-in-law loudly called her. Startled, she quickly placed the meat pieces in a nearby wall niche and hurried out. Due to household work, she never returned to the room. The next morning, everything was prepared for the yajna. Gautama lovingly called the cow, saying, "Mahalakshmi, come." But the cow did not come. After calling several times, Gautama walked into the room, followed by his wife, son, and daughter-in-law. To everyone's shock, the cow was lying dead. With his divine vision, Gautama immediately understood what had happened. Looking at his daughter-in-law, he said calmly, "My child, what have you done?" His wife asked anxiously, "What happened, my lord?" Gautama explained, "There's a rule for this yajna. The performer must eat a small portion of the sacrificial cow the day before. But I never wanted to harm the cow, so I used sacred water to temporarily make it unconscious. Then I lightly pricked it with a small needle and kept the needle in my mouth. Later, I sprinkled holy water again and let the cow rest. That is why the cow would come alive the next morning without any injury." His wife asked, "Then why did this happen today?" Gautama replied, "Our daughter-in-law thought, if father-in-law eats it, why shouldn't I?" and injured the cow. That is why the cow died. The frightened daughter-in-law said, "I did not eat it. I kept the pieces in the wall niche." When she looked inside the wall niche, the meat was gone. Instead, there were a red onion and a white garlic bulb. Seeing this, everyone was astonished. Gautama said sadly, "Now nothing can be done. Throw these onion and garlic away. I cannot easily cleanse myself from this sin. I will go to Kashi and spend the rest of my life in penance." He handed over the responsibility of the household to his son. Gautama and his wife left for Kashi, where they spent the rest of their lives in spiritual practice. The onion and garlic that were thrown away later grew abundantly. People began eating them because of their taste. That is why, for many years, strict vegetarians avoided eating onion and garlic. Please subscribe